Hello everyone and welcome back to another day of Road to TCG World 2017. The last big tournament has concluded, the North American International Championships, and if you want to know more about that, how I did, yesterday I did do a live stream. If you check it out, if you check out the video, which is uploaded on YouTube or over on Twitch, whichever you prefer, it does have a thumbnail which says North American International and has like cards all over. So it's really hard to miss. It just got uploaded yesterday, and there I do end up using the first four decks: first place, second place, third place, and fourth place from the tournament, and a couple of games with each to see how they work, how they're maneuvered. I don't go over the deck lists, but I did put the link, I believe, in the description of the video, so that you guys can check out the lists and build them yourselves if you want. So for this week, because I did arrive on Monday quite late, and then yesterday I decided to stream instead of recording, I wanted to do something a bit more casual. So there were quite a few interesting decks that showed up at the International. One of them was this standalone Talonflame BREAK deck, which is really interesting to see. It has a ton of variety in terms of supporter cards. It even has Random Receiver, it has Max Potion, it has Silent Lab. It has a lot of interesting things. Being fire type definitely is pretty good because of the meta growth running around, the decidueyes, and having the extra HP from Talonflame BREAK, having the burning energy, is it? Burning energy in order to recover them. Talonflame BREAK dealing up to 150 damage, or with Kukui and Choice Band dealing up to 200 damage. Then we have Talonflame with Aeroblades, of course, as we all know, in order to search for whatever we do want. And for Winona, which is a card that has never seen any real competitive play, I don't think. You get to search for your deck for 3 colorless Pokemon, which is pretty good. It was a very obvious combo with Shaman and Rayquaza and the Rayquaza EX decks, but it ended up being not utilized as much as I guess Pokemon would have hoped for. We do have Rare Candies, we do have Fletchling, which is usually not a card you see with Talonflame, but because we can only start with one Talonflame and we are trying to play a Talonflame deck, we do need the 4 Fletchling, so this is an obvious inclusion. We also have Rescue Stretchers to recycle the Talonflames. We even have Brugs, we have Energy Denial with Enhanced Hammer, so I'm pretty happy with the deck, with how the deck looks. I haven't tried it out myself, so I'll be learning along with you guys. And let's... I did not make any changes to the list, I'm pretty sure. So anyways, let's just grind a couple of games with Talonflame BREAK. See what the deck is all about. I'm not promising this is the new best deck in the format. This was not the super secret deck revealed that did really well at the North American International Championship. No. This is just a casual deck. Someone posted on Hey Fonte, credit to that person. I don't really remember their name. But it seemed like an interesting build. I wanted to feature it for the channel as to add variety, because I could talk about Trampacarb, I could talk about the Decidueye, but we've heard all about those decks for the last few weeks, and we will keep hearing about them very soon. The next tournament for everyone, I guess there is Liverpool Regional over in the United Kingdom, which is relevant as it is still played in this format. We get a Talonflame and a Fletchling start, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, who knows, maybe this deck will appear there too. Now we're up against Greninja, so it's okay because we're not weak to water, but Greninja is definitely the more efficient BREAK deck, I would say. Professor Kukui is going to be really crucial here. Really crucial. But we are going first, which is also pretty cool. Get another Fletchling of our mulligan. We actually get to attach an energy and use Winona. So off of the Winona, I'm gonna grab a Fletchling and I'm gonna grab 2 Fletchinders. There's 1 Fletchinder priced. No Rare Candy prize, thankfully. I don't know the exact list, like off the top of my head, like I know many of the others. Wow. There's only one Fire Energy, never mind. One Choice Band, that doesn't really matter. Can't really easily figure out the price cards here, but if my opponent doesn't end me, we actually get a pretty good hand here. Now we have been seeing Wally get into the list lately of Greninja, so I'm gonna play the Silent Lab in case my opponent does play the Lele, so that we can shut it off. And yeah, I wish. Okay, there's the end. I wish I had. What? What do I wish I had? I wish I had Professor Kukui. We could potentially find it off of the random receiver. That is true. But because we are going to get the first hit in on this Froakie, as long as the Vol Flip was Tails, we could still find the Talonflame Break in order to get a KO potentially. We do find the Winona though, so it's not going to be Talonflame Break, and we're not going to get a turn of searching, which sucks. We will get more Talonflames into play, but that paralysis could potentially be a game-winning paralysis for my opponent. Could potentially be such a card. We're gonna rely 100% on Professor Kukui to win us this match, and getting the first hit in on the Froakie would have been awesome. Fortunately, that's not going to happen. I'm gonna play the Choice Band just because if we get end, we want our deck as thin as possible. The Lysander could maybe mess my opponent's plans, but there's a Frogadier, so no real luck there. What we do need is to find the Talonflame Break. That's what we really need here. Talonflame Break will allow us to knock out things. I get Hex Maniac. It's not really the card I wanted to see. I could attach another basic Fire Energy. However, I think I want to spread out the energy. Or do I? I want to take a knockout on a Greninja next turn. That's what I want to do. I could potentially Lysander Froakie, though I'm not exactly sure if that's the best idea. We could get bubbled, but I will be searching for the Talonflame Break. Maybe that buys me a turn that I need. The more I think about it, the more I like Lysandering up the Froakie, because the damage on the Frogadier is pretty much irrelevant at this point. So might as well. I'm going to attach the energy to the Fletchinder, and I'm going to Air Blitz for the Talonflame Break, which none are priced, thankfully. Max Potion, could see myself using it, just not in this exact moment. And I'm gonna go for a Sycamore. Why? Because I really want to thin out my deck. I want to draw my cards. Losing the Max Potion is obviously not ideal, but I'm sure we'll manage. Okay, there's the energy. So what's my opponent going to do? Okay, he's gonna retreat. So we will get a knockout this next turn, as long as we find an energy, but odds are we will find an energy. I'd say odds are in our favor that we find an energy. The opponent could definitely end us, and this deck doesn't run any sort of Pokemon search. It's all Talonflame search. So what I could do actually is heal this Talonflame and attack with a bench Talonflame. Now, I don't know if losing that Fire Energy would be a good idea though, because I really need to keep up the... Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's not worth it at this point in time. So I'm just gonna Sycamore. It's gonna be hard to keep up with the energy discards if we don't find the Burning Energy, but we actually do, so that's pretty good. And we can potentially take a turn to knock out the Froakie that way with Air Blitz, and therefore find more Burning Energy. And this way we only discarded one energy, which is pretty good. My opponent does get everything back. He will probably immediately evolve into the Frogadier, which I am okay with. Now we do have a ton of HP. I might want to retreat my Talonflame BREAK and Lysander up the Frogadier to get a knockout. This is where Max Potion would be clutch. However, I do have the Burning Energy. So more like I need to find another Burning Energy. It seems like what I actually need. I need to use Flare Blitz 6 times this game. That's what I need to do. We will probably see a Moonlight Slash for full damage. That will put us at 140. Yep, there it is. So now, a single Greninja BREAK ability knocks us out. A single Greninja BREAK ability knocks us out. To 1 point, I could Hex this turn actually. Using Hex would be pretty good. That would force my opponent to actually take a knockout instead of just using ability and then having another attack. However, there's no guarantee that I will be able to have a good follow-up to that. So maybe that's not the best play. Maybe Lysander knock out the Frogadier is the best play. So that I can search for potentially teammates for the next turn. Although I'd expect my opponent to end me continuously from this point onwards. I wish I could end him right here, but I can't. I'm really confused. I think I'm gonna go for the knockout. And I probably just Sycamore here. I lose a Verse Seeker, but it's not the end of the world. I still have 3 more. And I find another Talonflame BREAK, that's pretty good. The Rescue Stretcher is not useful yet. Yeah, there's no other card I can play right here, so we'll just take the knockout for now. We really want more Burning Energy though, that's what I really want. But I do have Teammates, so if my opponent for some reason doesn't end me, Teammates is the card we want to see here, for sure. Teammates is definitely the right card for us. Wow, my opponent actually promotes a Froakie instead of Greninja, which is very interesting. He already got 1 Bubble Flip. Can he get 2? Does he even? Yeah, he does have energy. Oh, Rare Candy, Rare Candy. Okay, that works. That definitely works. Okay, there's a Greninja BREAK. Now, I don't understand why he didn't just Rare Candy onto the bench, but I am happy with that. Well, kinda happy, not really happy, because now I cannot knock out the BREAK, actually. We relied too much on Professor Kukui. I mean, I could definitely spend a turn using Air Blitz. I could definitely do that. But if I do that, I definitely should do it against the Frogadier. Okay, so assuming my opponent has energy, 80 damage doesn't knock out my Talonflame. So we're gonna let... I could sacrifice the Fletchling actually. I think I like that better. I'm gonna sacrifice the Fletchling. If my opponent for some reason doesn't take a knockout, we can... there's the other Greninja. Okay, so now we cannot take a knockout. Right there. Unless it's prized. And my opponent is taking a long time here. There's 1 Greninja in the discard pile. Is my opponent's last Greninja prized? Oh, it seems like it is. Wow, and even maybe knocking out the Stardust. But wow, no energy for my opponent. Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. Well, promoting the Fletchling was definitely a mistake for me then. I feel like the Staryu is a bigger threat than the 3rd Greninja right now. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a knockout on this 40 HP Staryu, correct? 40 HP Staryu, yes. I will return all the Pokemon, or the Talonflame and the Talonflame Break, into my deck, and I will use Air Blitz for the knockouts, and I will search for a Burning Energy and the Professor Kukui. Now I do have one via Seeker in my deck, one in my hand, so one is prized, but unless my opponent top decks Ace Trainer or Rare Candy, we might actually be pretty good here. If our hand doesn't get shuffled back into the deck, we will actually be in such a great position. Like, that might just force my opponent out of the game. He might just auto-concede at that point. I really think he might just auto-concede at that point. Wow, okay, awesome. Oh, and I even top deck another Talonflame Break. Perfect. This is just way too perfect. Professor Kukui, I get the other Fire Energy. Wow. This is just absolutely brilliant. Flare Blitz for the knockouts. And I have the Via Seeker, I have the energy. I do get the Burning Energy back. I have another Talonflame Break powered up in the bench. I have the Steven to find an energy if I really need to. I could, if for some reason, I can still Lysander the Frogadier to knock it out. Oh my gosh. This is just crazy. And the Greninja is definitely priced because my opponent keeps using Dive Ball. Oh wow, no, it's actually right there. Huh. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. Wow, my opponent just passes. And I top deck yet another Via Seeker. This is just crazy. This is just absolutely crazy. The inferior Talonflame deck is actually, I mean, the inferior break deck is actually going to win here. Oh my gosh. I mean, Greninja, I love Greninja. You guys know I love Greninja, but this is a bit, I mean, it's so weird. Max Potion, that's game. Oh, and okay. Okay, I don't think this will be enough to get him back into the game. I even get an energy, which is exactly what I need to win the game. Because he doesn't find the break. Wow. Not bad. Not bad. Removing the... I played the choice bands because I didn't want to draw them again. Because they're not useful in this match. So there's no harm in playing them. And we do see an energy. We will see a Moonlight Slash. But my opponent doesn't know we have the Burning Energy for game right here. Wow. That was pretty cool. The deck played honestly pretty nicely. Pretty nicely. And there we go. Greninja, I mean Talonflame Break taking down Greninja Break. Who would have thought? And the fact that you're a fire type Pokemon but you're not weak to water, that's actually pretty cool. Not bad, not bad. So yeah, just gonna play this one game, guys. This is a less serious deck, if you will. I just wanted to show it off. Bit shorter video. And tomorrow we will be playing the Passimian Mew deck that Jesper Eriksson used at the North American International Championship, and I believe he lost his win and in order to make day 2 with Passimian Mew, guys. Passimian Mew. And the fact that Trampogarb is now the considered, or is still considered, one of the top decks or the best deck in the format, I would say it's pretty relevant. So we'll see how we do with that tomorrow. But yeah, that will be all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you can leave a like, that would be awesome. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.